We've looked at the possibilities of today's mobility. And we've looked at how important mobility is to ensuring productivity gains and empowering a new mobile revolution. And we've talked about ways in which we can harness the power of mobility and still be effective at managing security, which is the real challenge today. But nothing stands still, especially in mobility. So we want to look at some of the key things that we'll be seeing in mobility in the not too distant future, and what impact these will have in the management and strategic use of this important tool. So what is the next generation of mobile enablement? What is possible in the near future? How do we prepare for that today? I spoke with Paul Brannan, the Executive Vice President of Mobile Solutions for Samsung Electronics Canada.
So I think as we look at the evolution of mobile technology, I think we have to look at how users interface with their device. And Samsung has spent a significant amount of time investing in the S Pen technology. And I really believe that ultimately more and more people will move away from pad and paper and move to a much more electronic format of taking notes. And that's where the S Pen plays a critical role. Significant enhancements in handwriting capability and handwriting recognition, the ability to write text messages, the ability to write emails, not type, but write and send those emails, as well as the ability to use the S Pen like a mouse with drag and drop and cut and paste features, which are very common to users on a day-to-day basis.
One of the most interesting developments is in the area of wearable technology. Paul and I talked about some recent developments in this area.
I think one of the other really interesting trends is wearable technology. So wearable technology will be, very interesting. I'm wearing the Gear S today, and probably challenging to get it on the camera, but the Gear S and wearable technology, I think, will continue to evolve. The really interesting thing about Gear S is this is actually a standalone 3G device. So I can leave my house, leave my phone, where traditionally wearable technology was paired to the device. This is standalone. So I can go to the supermarket, I can go pick up my kids from school, or I could even go to the office and leave my phone at home. And God forbid I ever do that in the past, but I can now do that and still take telephone calls on my Gear S, respond to emails, respond to text messages, be about 90% productive using my Gear S wearable technology at that point in time. And I think the sky is the limit too, as you think about it. So the software developer kit has been released for people to begin to develop apps on this. So if you think about being a person who runs a plant for a manufacturing facility, the ability to get notifications to my watch without necessarily needing to carry my phone with me that there's something wrong with a piece of equipment inside of that factory. So one of the other interesting wearable pieces of technology that we most recently launched is something called Gear VR, which is virtual reality. And it allows you to take your Note 4 and actually put it in a set of glasses, Oculus glasses, and gives you 360 capabilities. So the videos that you have will allow you to look around and see all around you, the games, the virtual reality on games. Very interesting from a consumer perspective. But let's take it one step further and think of it from a training perspective. So I am an owner of a McDonald's franchise. I can actually take the Gear VR and actually embed my layout of my kitchen, because the kitchens are all very similar inside of McDonald's. The process is very similar. So my training for my staff can actually be done in a staff room at my McDonald's by using the Gear VR and having my staff look around and understand what's to the left of them, what's to the right of them, where the fries are, where the fry bins are, where the timers are, where to make my the cappuccino, where to get the muffins. It's an ability to enhance the overall training. So I think, again, virtual reality and something like Gear VR, it's really going to be up to the imagination of the companies to figure out how they incorporate this technology into the future.
As Paul said, the only thing that limits us is our imagination. For those of us who've been on this journey for some time, the promise of mobile technology is that it will continue to amaze and delight us in our personal and professional lives for some time to come. I'd invite you to check out the other videos in this series with Paul Brannan, Executive Vice President of Samsung Electronics Canada.